Hello there and welcome to this episode of Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Reiser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill in Hammond. I'm Alan Waddell and joined as always by the head coach of your Southeastern Lions, Coach Matt Reiser. And as you can see, we're not at Buddy's this week because the Lions are getting ready to get on that bus and make the trip over to Sugar Land, Texas to participate in the Southland Conference Tournament. Coach, you go in as the 2 seed. We won this tournament a couple of years ago. I know you're excited to get over there and compete in this fabulous venue.
Yeah, really am. Kind of disappointed in there to the season. We lose 5 of our last 6 there to end up not winning the championship for the regular season. But, the good part about it is that we talked about the tournament is the automatic bid. So we go take care of business this week. Everything we talked about is still right there in front of us. We talked about winning multiple championships. Well, now you win the tournament, you win a regional, you're doing a super regional, and you've done something no other club's ever done before.
No doubt about it, as if you look at our side of the bracket, the way the bracket's set up is there's 8 teams total. There's 4 on each side. On our side, it's a lot of Louisiana flavors. You're going to take on UNO in Game 1 on Wednesday, and then the winner of McNeese and Northwestern State there. Just depends on how this thing plays out, but a lot of Louisiana schools on our side, very familiar with all these clubs.
Yeah, obviously Coach Hill coached here and is at McNeese now, and Lane Burrows, what they've done there at Northwestern, very familiar opponent. And then also UNO, I mean, that's pretty fresh on the mind. That was 2 weeks ago. Yep. So the good thing, I like opening up with UNO. We're the 2 seed, they're the 7. I like our side of the bracket from the familiarity standpoint and the way we match up, I think, with those clubs. And we get to bench some losses there with UNO. They had a great weekend against us 2 weeks ago. It was probably that Friday night game that put us in this little funk to end the season. But I tell you what, if you go out to practice right now and go see our guys running around the way we're going about it, the energy of practice right now, you have no idea. We know we're going in to go play tournament time and go win a championship.
No doubt about it. We're going to call this the tournament special. This is our final show of the year, as we're going to have to keep track with Lion Baseball, following LionSports.net on the radio and on television as well. But Matt, before we get to a break, what we're going to do on this show is we're going to show you highlights of all the different opponents you're going to take on here in the Southland Conference Tournament. But quickly, Jamison Fisher finishes the season the #1 hitter in America. He finishes with the batting title in the regular season. Still got some work to do here going through the postseason. And he was named Southland Conference Player of the Year. Yeah,
just so proud of that young man of what he's accomplished. And, he really could have felt sorry for himself and asked why me last year after the injury. And instead, he turned it into a positive. He knew he had to prepare himself mentally and physically, did everything in his willpower to get himself ready, and obviously reaped a huge benefit of that, being named the Southland Player of the Year.
Led the nation in both batting average and on-base percentage. A couple other guys. Brennan Bro was named Southland Conference Freshman of the Year. Cade Grenier, the Relief Pitcher of the Year. So several guys with some postseason awards. The big awards there in the conference.
Yeah, 11 total all-conference. We run away again with the amount of guys we have there on the all-conference team for the 2nd year in a row. And just goes to show you the type of club we got. And that's a dangerous club going in a tournament, whether it's a Southland tournament, a regional, whatever, foremost from there. But it actually shows you the amount of depth we have, the type of players we've got. We've got them from an arm standpoint. We've got them from a position standpoint. We've got players of the years, relief pitchers of the years. This team's built to win a tournament. This team's built to win a championship.
All right, let's go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll have more right here on Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Reiser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill.
Welcome to Buddy's Bar and Grill, located at 1236 South Morrison Boulevard in Hammond. Buddy's is home to great steaks, fresh seafood, and friendly service. Buddy's has been voted the best steakhouse and best restaurant in Tangipahoa Parish. With over 2,500 square feet and 3 large dining rooms, Buddy's can accommodate any party. Buddy's goal has always been to wow customers with their food and prices. Owner Scott Henderson and his family have always believed in giving customers good deals for their hard-earned money. Stop by Buddy's Bar and Grill for dinner and a drink. For more information on Buddy's, please visit buddyshammond.com.
All right, this is the time, this is the place, and this is Ford F-150. With a high-strength military-grade aluminum alloy body, it's up to 700 pounds lighter than before. So you can tow more of this, haul more of that. And F-150 is the winner of a 2016 Kelley Blue Book 5-year cost-to-own award, which will save you lots of this. This is the time.
Hurry in and get 0% financing for 72 months on all 2015 F-150s, only at your Southern Quality Ford dealer.
Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Reiser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill. This is our Southland Conference Tournament special, as we're going to take a look at the Lions' opponent on Wednesday as they take on UNO. Here's the last time Southeastern and UNO hooked up.
See, again, offensively, we weren't very good, but I tell you what, Dominic Carlini had a big day for us. Really made a fantastic start. He had one inning where he had a 4-pitch walk to lead off the inning. They ended up capitalizing, scoring 3 runs, in the inning on another blooper that you can see later on the ball game. But did a fantastic job of really keeping them at bay. Here's a chance here early in the ball game for them to score 1 in the first. Gets the ground out there, the 6-4, the fielder's choice, and allows our offense to go to work.
Nice start here as Brennan Breaux has an outstanding at bat to open the ball game. Works the count and works the walk. He gets something going here to start the first inning, and really would like to jump on top in this one. Have been playing from behind, it seemed like, the whole weekend, and you have an opportunity here in the first inning with the first 2 walks, and then Jamison Fisher comes to the plate. Yeah,
anytime you get 2 guys on, lead off the inning in front of Fisher, you feel pretty comfortable about it. And you can see Fish here laces a double down the left field line. They had a big shift on them. For whatever reason, I know they like the 4-hole there, but had a huge shift on him in the outfield as well, and he goes backside there for a 2-run double to get this thing started out the right way at 2-0.
Certainly a nice way to start out the ball game there, as Jamison Fisher would have a big day at the plate, and you mentioned earlier, just an outstanding weekend. And Carlini, he was good. That's actually a really good play there. That ball hit the backside of that lip and scooted on Brennan, but defensively played well in this one, and like you said, Carlini gave you an outstanding start.
Yep, really did. And you can see here as he goes with that fastball in and did a fantastic job of commanding the fastball in and out. Really commanding all his pitches in and out, and had some big moments for us where he made some big pitches to get out some innings. I see he gets the ground out here. This will be another moment again.
Even smashes one in the left center field gap, and you're able to take the lead, as that ball was absolutely crushed, and you could really just feel the energy in the ballpark there after hitting that in that double.
Well, you knew once Drew got the big knock there, we took that lead 4-3, and you got Cade Grenier in the game. You feel pretty good about it being over. When Grenier is out there on that bump, at any point in time, it's going to be tough for that opponent to score, and they let off again with a kind of a blooper single again. You see the left-hander out there at second base and sacked him over, but Cade goes punch out. And ball game, we get a big one there on Sunday for us.
Matt, UNO took 2 out of 3 from us this year. Just a couple of weeks ago, we got the big win on Sunday. This is a very offensive club. Your pitching staff is going to have to come to play here on Wednesday to take on UNO.
Yeah, and we're in a different ballpark. I mean, they're a good club in their park, and also they played well against us at Friday night against us at our place as well. And finally, kind of started to see a little bit more of the way we go about our business there on Sunday. Offensively, we got to get some things going. They're next to last in ERA, and so you know what they are offensively. They're leading the league offensively and batting average, so we've got to score with them, and we've got to do a good job from our standpoint of just executing. You got to get guys over, get guys in, go back to playing aggressive and run the bases the way we're supposed to.
Well, obviously on the other side, we don't know who will be in Game 2. It'll be either McNeese State or Northwestern State. We're going to start by taking a look at when Southeastern took on Northwestern State earlier this year. Coming back out on Saturday, looking to take the series, and you send Max Soroller to the mound, and this is a guy that a few weeks ago, I don't want to say the light came on for him, but he certainly has pitched very well over the last month of the season.
Yeah, the old birthday boy. It was his 21st birthday on Saturday. He gets the start, and I tell you what, was absolutely electric. You see old Papa Doc there looking at the scouting report.
He's breaking it down.
Yeah, trying to give me some info there on how to play the guys, and I thought we did a good job. Mac did a good job of setting the tone early. Really allowed the offense to get pretty comfortable here in this one, and took us a couple innings to get to the left-hander. The left-hander had some success early against us, but we end up getting to him here in the 3rd inning. After Mac would get the pop out here, Mac really threw well. Even the walks he had, they had to grind out their walks they got, and ended up having 9 punch-outs as well. One of Taylor Schwanner's base knocks here to left field. He ended up having 2 on the day. Peppered that 6-hole twice, and a little miscommunication here. Didn't get the sign the right way, and unfortunately gets picked off there. But Mac, again, just so tremendous in his command of all pitches he had. He had the fastball, curveball going. They kind of started fighting off the breaking ball a little bit, and as soon as we go to the changeup, got him back off of it. Really settled in to pitch a solid 7 innings for us, or 6 innings for us. Jacob Stewart's going to lead this one off. He hits the ground ball there, second base in the air, kind of get the end started here for the 5 runs. Does a good job of getting down the line. We do a good job here getting a good jump on the left-hander. taking second base, put some pressure. You know, I thought we ran the bases really well on Saturday, to be honest with you. Did a good job with left hand taking a couple bags, and again, I think the biggest part of this, you know, didn't have a whole lot of hits to show for this. You can see another good job of base running here. We advanced on the pass ball. You can see us advance here on a wild pitch, which is actually a big play for us because we get the run here. So the next play you're going to see here is going to be a sac fly to center field. You know, we only get one run if we don't run the bases as well as we did here. But did a good job of really running the bases well and really dominating the zone. You know, late in the ball game, really had a lot of walks. I think we ended up having 9 or 10 free passes between walks and HBPs. And allowed a lot of base runners to allow us to run the bases the way we did. I think we only finished the game with 7 or 8 hits, but did a good job of giving what they gave us.
That was also Jamison Fisher's 40th RBI of the year. As continues his outstanding offensive season. Well, Bobo flares one in there, and you have something else going here offensively.
Yeah, and again, we talk about the base running. You know, this is one that most guys end up probably getting thrown out at third base on. Midyat does a fantastic job of seeing the ball down there on the one hop. Again, puts pressure on the defense, allows us to move up on the air throw there, and put second and third now. So now the infield's drawing in, up 3-0, and Ryan Byers does a good job. The infield drawing in, just going right back up the middle.
All right, Matt, we just take a look whenever your team took on Northwestern State. They're the 3 seed in the tournament. Took 2 out of 3 from those guys up there in Natchitoches this year. Always have a good team. They really pitch it. They have the pitcher of the year. He'll probably throw on Wednesday against McNeese State. But you know, this is a good club, and they've been high in RPI all year. Yeah,
you know, like you said, a club that really plays defense and really pitches it. I think they led the Southland Conference in AA's turn as well. And like you said, they got the pitcher of the year in Aller. The good thing is, more than likely, he's going to throw game 1. I seriously doubt they hold him out because McNeese has got another Friday night guy. We'll talk about it as well here shortly. But those are the 2 mainstays, along with Kyle Sedetol in this league from a pitching standpoint. So, you know, we know what we got into. We know that they do execution offense. They'll just try to scratch a run here or there and then just try to pitch it.
All right, well, let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to take a look at the McNeese State Cowboys, who's also in the same side of the bracket with Southeastern. Right here on Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Reiser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill.
Lions Baseball is supported by Louisiana's First Choice Auto Auction, located in SLU's hometown, Hammond, Louisiana. Louisiana's First Choice Auto Auction is a dealer-only auction.
For more information on Louisiana First Choice Auto Auction or their upcoming charity golf tournament, please visit www.lafcaa.com or visit Louisiana First Choice Auto Auction on Facebook and Twitter.
Your eyesight is so important, and when it comes to your eye care, let the friendly staff at the Bond Roten Eye Clinic care for you. Doctors Hunter Bond and Chris Roten, along with their staff of trained doctors, are committed to providing every patient with quality care. The Bond Roten Eye Clinic has the latest medical technology and eye care to help you, the patient. With over 14 years of experience, the Bond Roten Eye Clinic has 3 locations to serve you, with offices in Denham Springs, Hammond, and Amite. So if it's a checkup, glasses, or LASIK surgery, you need to visit the Bond Roten Eye Clinic. For more information on the clinic, please visit bondroteneyeclinic.com. Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Reiser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill. This is our Southland Conference Tournament special as Southeastern prepares to take on the rest of the Southland Conference field here this weekend over there in Sugar Land, Texas. And another opponent that could possibly be in Southeastern's future is the McNeese State Cowboys, as they're on the same side of the bracket as our Lions. Let's take a look at what Southeastern did when they took on McNeese just a few weeks ago. You get something started here early with Brennan Bro in the leadoff spot.
Yeah, you know, the big thing was to build off the momentum from Friday night. You know, come out on fire early, and we did. The left-hander there has got some good numbers. The freshman's done a good job all year for him. I think it was 4-1 on the year coming in, and Bro leads it off from the get-go. Does a good job putting his nose in there, gets a base knock. We get him in a scoring position, and then by Byers, you know, a big at bat. Just a bunch of situational hitting here early in the ball game, and we get that first run, which was huge for us. And then they go back out and throw a 0 up. Mac was about as good as advertised. You see there, they got Connor Crane sliding down, falling down on the breaking ball. When you got that young man that full and that out front, you're gonna have a good outing, so to speak.
Here's Drew Avens getting something started here with a single up the middle. Going back to Mac, we're going to see more highlights from him, but man, he's been as good as anybody the last month of the season or so. And offensively, we were able to get him some support here early on and give him some confidence out there on the mound.
Yeah, it really did. And again, we just talked about playing execution baseball. You know, you see the infield single there, just does get through. Webb does a good job of taking his walk, and then obviously Sam bunts him up. And this is a 3-0 count for Stewart. I gave him the green light. Go ahead, and if you like it, go ahead and take a good hack at it. He barrels the ball up there to second base. He gets the guy in there from third, and all of a sudden we get a 2-out knock, and you look up, and 2 innings in, we're already up 3-0. And again, we talk about, you know, going back out, being able to handle it, and this is where it was huge for us to throw up a 0. They get the leadoff guy on, get the base knocked there, but obviously Matt goes right back to work. Doesn't let it phase him, and he keeps him scoreless here through the second inning.
Matt continues to cruise. A lot of soft contact on Saturday.
Yeah, really did a really good job with his changeup and his slider. You saw there we focused on fastball, and really all the strikeouts kind of had a different repertoire going. And then defensively, you know, made some nice plays behind him. Brimbo there turned that double play. That's not an easy double play to turn. As the ball's on the other side of the bag, he's able to keep his foot on the bag to get the first one. And then you're going to see here, they're going to try to get some momentum going. They get a big 2-out knock, feel like they can stretch it into a double. Ryan Byers does a fantastic job of getting the ball in. We throw him out there at second base and just keep all the momentum on the line side.
Big breaking ball in there for strike 3. He's really had that slider work in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, really, I mean, just he's been outstanding his last 5 or 6 outings, and it's been big for us. You know, for him to go out there on Saturday. You know, Saturday is the momentum changer. Saturday is the day that you either putting yourself back in the series or winning the series 1-2, and he's done a good job of going out there. And
Matt, obviously you know Justin Hill very well. This is a club, again, didn't play them that long ago. Took 2 out of 3 from those guys in Lake Charles. They have Caleb Fano, who's had a great year. Probably him and Aller for Northwestern will take will pitch against each other in Game 1. But this was a good series, a very competitive each and every game.
Yeah, really was. And they've got an offensive club. They've got a first baseman there, Connor Crane. Yep. That's one of the better offensive players in this league. You know, he was unfortunately second team next to Jameson Fisher at first base, but very, very good player, very good hitter, and definitely one of the top hitters in this conference. So, you know, they're playing a little more energy. They kind of fell off there on the back end after that series against us, but did a good job of finishing off the season. They take 3 out of 4 at Washington State out of the Pac-12. A good series to go up there and get before they go in the tournament, so they're coming in with some confidence.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look back at some of the memorable moments from 2016. Well, Matt, 2016, the regular season's in the books. You finished 36-18, 22-8 in the Southland Conference, a second-place finish. Certainly had some real high moments, some low moments of this year as well. But this is a veteran ball club now going into the postseason.
Yeah, overall, you look at it, this is the highest we've ever been from an RPI standpoint, and that was with losing 5 of our last 6. So, obviously a great year from our standpoint. Obviously we want to make a little bit more there. You talked about the highs and the lows. Unfortunately, we hit a low right there at the very end and didn't win that regular season title. But everything we talked about still right there in front of us. And like you said, we got a seasoned club that's responded all year long. They've had some adversity to face and different points in time in the season. We started out the season 6-6. I don't know if a whole lot of people gave us a chance early there, and then all of a sudden we hit our little spout there in the middle of the season. We lost 5 out of 6, and here we are again facing another piece of adversity. But the last 2 times we faced those adversity, we went on a 14-game winning streak and an 8-game winning streak. And the good thing now, all we got to do is go on a 4-game winning streak, and we're sitting in regionals.
It certainly has been a fun year here in 2016, and I can't wait to see what Southeastern does here in the postseason. Let's go ahead and take our final break. When we come back, we'll wrap it up here on Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Reiser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill.
Welcome to Buddy's Bar and Grill, located at 1236 South Morrison Boulevard in Hammond. Buddy's is home to great steaks, fresh seafood, and friendly service. Buddy's has been voted the best steakhouse and best restaurant in Tangipahoa Parish. With over 2,500 square feet and 3 large dining rooms, Buddy's can accommodate any party. Buddy's goal has always been to wow customers with their food and prices. Owner Scott Henderson and his family have always believed in giving customers good deals for their hard-earned money. Stop by Buddy's Bar and Grill for dinner and a drink. For more information on Buddy's, please visit buddyshammond.com.
All right, this is the time, this is the place, and this is Ford F-150. With a high-strength military-grade aluminum alloy body, it's up to 700 pounds lighter than before. So you can tow more of this, haul more of that. And F-150 is the winner of a 2016 Kelley Blue Book 5-year Cost to Own Award, which will save you lots of this. This is the time.
Hurry in and get 0% financing for 72 months on all 2015 F-150s. Only at your Southern Quality Ford dealer.
Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Reiser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill. Recently, when Southeastern finished up their midweek schedule, they had an outing where they went to the Gun and Skeet Club. Here's the story.
For the 3rd straight year, the Southeastern Line baseball team traded in their gloves and bats for shotguns during what's become their annual trip to the Florida Parish Skeet and Gun Club.
A couple, 3 years back, Coach Reiser and I were having lunch, and he was looking for something to do for the guys just to kick back, relax, get away from the diamond and all. And I suggested this, and he didn't realize it was out here. And the guys have really enjoyed it, and now this is the third year out here, and I think it's going to become kind of a tradition and all. And we've grilled out here in the past also.
The team busted up into 2 groups and all took their turns shooting clay targets, with club members Gary Sandifer Sr. and Stephen Worth acting as safety monitors and skeet shooting experts.
I think one of the interesting things is, I don't know about the guys that are out here, I haven't had a chance to talk to them, but in the last couple of years, we've actually had a couple of young men who come out here. This was the first opportunity they ever had to shoot any type of gun.
This day's always fun for the team because it gets their mind off of school, finals, long baseball season, and gives them a chance to focus on something else. And in this case, target shooting.
There was a break this week, and of course we're getting ready to go on that stretch, for a conference tournament and then on to the regionals, and this just gives them an opportunity just to relax. I mean, they did practice today, but this is just a really casual type of thing where they can come back.
It's hard to say who the big winner was this year. Relief pitcher Cade Grenier and catcher Chris Eads both had a pretty flawless day at the range. For the rest of the guys who did not shoot so well, there's still 360 days to improve before the 4th annual Southeastern Team Skeet Shoot. Eads has graduated, but Grenier will be back to defend his title.
Well, Matt, obviously we want to thank Gary Sandifer for having your club up there. He's kind of the host of that deal for your club, but that's obviously an interesting thing that your club does each and every year.
Yeah, it's a chance to get away from the game a little bit, and it's a long season. There's a lot of, like you said, ups and downs, and this was a chance for the guys to get away and blow off a little steam. Go shoot some skeet a little bit and just relax before we get in the second part of the season. We're in the second season, so to speak, to go win a tournament, kind of hit the reset button, the refresh button, and we're always so thankful, Mr. Gary, for everything he does for us.
All right, Matt, let's talk quickly about the Southland Conference just a moment as we previewed this whole show as our Southland Conference tournament special as on your side of the bracket, UNO, McNeese, Northwestern State, but then some very good teams on the other side as well. Sam Houston State, who ended up finishing up winning the Southland Conference this year. Matt, I don't think this league gets the type of publicity and respect that it deserves. This was a very good baseball league this year.
It really was. We're usually talking about at-large clubs that are in the 50s and possibly on that outside bubble looking at getting in. And right now we're sitting, I don't know, probably in the 40s somewhere from an RPI standpoint. We're third in the league. You got Northwestern, Sam Houston up there as well. So it's definitely the most top 50 teams we've ever had in our league. You look at our side of the bracket, like last year we were playing Corpus, who's a 212 RPI, whatever it may be. The worst RPI in this whole tournament is Central Lark, sitting at 107. So a big difference in the tournament aspect of the RPIs. We got games we can make up that can help us in RPI, and then continue to raise that bar. But just so many quality clubs this year. And you look at the tournament and look at the guys that are in it. This is no doubt a multi-bid league, 2 to 3 bid league that has a chance to really do some damage in regionals.
Certainly some very good teams in the Southland Conference. You just look at the quality wins this league has had all year. You look back at ourselves, sweeping Tulane, who ended up winning the American Conference. Texas A&M just lost to Sam Houston. I mean, there's just been some big wins that the Southland Conference has had all year long. So that makes this ought to be a very fun week over there in Sugar Land, Texas, for the Southland Conference tournament. We want to thank everyone for joining us all year long. We mentioned earlier this is our final show. We could not do this show without our Southern Quality Ford dealers and also Scott Henderson and Buddy's Bar and Grill. They've been our host all year. Those two have been longtime sponsors and make this show possible.
Yeah, so thankful. They see what goes on behind the scenes. They understand it and knows what goes into it. There's a lot of time and effort put into this, and to have that support for these guys and this program, we can be more blessed to have them.
All right, Matt, well, good luck this weekend, as I know Lion Nation is behind you.
Thank you.
All right, that's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for joining us on our final episode here in 2016 of Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Reiser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers and Buddy's Bar and Grill. See you next year.